Wow, this is actually quite the turn of events here. I knew that this was not going to go well for the ADL at all. So, as we could see here, the ADL, before, they ended up, like, literally just last night, was it, that this was posted. The CEO of the ADL posted this comment hours after the ending, at the church that just took place. The Christian identity movement is an anti-Semitic, racist, and unambiguously poisonous ideology. That is such a destructive thing for the ADL to say, seeing how literally the Bible is absolutely as race neutral as you could possibly be. You find that in any other ancient text. The Bible did not discriminate against race. As a matter of fact, the Bible preaches that racism is bad. That everybody is a child of God. No matter what your skin color is, no matter what you look like, no matter who you are. It is disgusting that they had done this. It was such an insane amount of backlash that the ADL has caved under pressure from conservatives and Elon Musk. They will remove their extremism glossary, which labeled Christianity and Turning Point USA as terrorist hate groups. This is crazy. With over 1,000 entries written over many years, the ADL glossary of extremism has served as a source of high-level information on a wide range of topics for years. At the same time, an increasing number of entries in the glossary were outdated. We also saw a number of entries intentionally misrepresented and misused. Misrepresented, not represented. Moreover, our experts have continued to develop more comprehensive resources and innovative ways to provide information about anti-Semitism, extremism, and hate. At ADL, we always are looking for how we can and should do things better. That's why we are moving to retire the glossary effective immediately. This will allow the ADL to explore new strategies. Yeah, that's great. That doesn't sound terrible at all. And creative approaches to deliver our data and present our research more effectively. It will keep us focused on ensuring we do what we do best, fighting anti-Semitism and hate in the most impactful ways possible. Here's the problem, okay? Fighting hate is just an absolute losing battle whenever you're doing it by fanning the flames, okay? When people think that they have, how would I put it? The correct ideology. The best way isn't to sit there and fan the flames over them and, insult them directly to their face. Probably not the best idea. As much as people want to, as much as we are like that these days, we need to get away from that. Look at what the left is doing. The ADL is responding the exact same way that Destiny, Hassan, and all these other freaks respond. Violently, calling out people without understanding the perspective that those people have, and literally inciting violence. It's absolutely insane. But that's ending for now, at least. I don't know how they plan on doing. I don't trust the ADL for anything whatsoever. But at the end of the day, this is crazy, The ADL had just permanently deleted the entire glossary of extremism and hate after getting slammed for listing TPUSA as an extremist group. They need to be doing better than this, They absolutely need to be doing better. They're saying that's why we are moving to retire the glossary effectively immediately. And they don't talk about, we're always looking for how we can and should do things better. But they don't. That's the problem. This is kind of a start, but I think they need to retire as a whole. It's insane that they even allowed this. But Antifa here, literally a decentralized, leaderless movement composed of loose collections of groups, networks, and individuals who are vigorously opposed to fascism. And they're not opposed to fascism. They implement fascism. And focused on countering right-wing extremists both online and on the ground. While some Antifa adherents have engaged in violence or vandalism at rallies and events, this is not the norm. It's unbelievable that they would even put this. They know that they're biased. They've seen the 600-plus George Floyd riots, not protests, riots. that took place. And the ADL still decided that that was a good definition for Antifa. It's pretty disgusting, honestly. It's very disgusting. Now, according to Fox News here, the ADL removed its entire glossary of extremism and hate on Tuesday after receiving backlash, including from Elon Musk and Republican lawmakers, for listing TPUSA as an extremist group. The outrage comes nearly 3 weeks after TPUSA co-founder Charlie Kirk was ended. I mean, what a stupid... This is almost as stupid as Hassan Piker singing Bella Ciao. Yeah, he literally did that like a couple days ago. Isn't that insane? Literally did that, thinking that that would be cute. Like, look. Hassan Bella. Let's just see it real quick. Right here. September 27th.
Turkey's in a pain to protect the flotilla. Erdogan probably watched your stream yesterday. Yeah, he listens to me, dude.
And then here's the whole chat. Bella Ciao, Bella Ciao, Bella Ciao. You know, right here. Bella Ciao as well. You know, all this good stuff. It's wild, right? Just does that literally just not even 3 weeks after Charlie Kirk. Literally 17 days later. 17 days after Charlie Kirk has been taken from us. And he's singing Bella Ciao. It's wild, right? For those who may not know, Bella Ciao is the Antifa song, and it was carved into the side of one of the bullets that was recovered. That was literally meant for Charlie Kirk. The guy who hit Charlie Kirk, I don't know which bullet hit Charlie Kirk, which one that was carved, but that was one of them. And so 17 days later, Hassan starts singing it. It's unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. This is just, oh man. It's amazing to see the ADL go down after this. Because at the end of the day, this is the kind of awareness Hassan Piker himself should be showing. But he's not intelligent enough to do so. By any means, unfortunately. But yeah, the ADL, at least they have caved. I'm glad to see them cave, but I'm not excited to see their future. I think they are a terrible organization that has been out of control, that has defended communism and Nazism for way too long, while labeling the people who literally fought against both of those things as the extremists. Think about that. No, the people of World War II who fought, the soldiers in World War II, American soldiers, were not Antifa, and they were not Nazis. They fought against Antifa and the Nazis. Antifa was mainly a Russian movement, I believe. Was it Russian? I believe Antifa. Where was it? French. Where was Antifa first started? One way or the other. I asked where. Oh, they're talking about the modern day. Antifa first started historically. I think it was Russian, wasn't it? Nope, it's just talking about the modern day Antifa. Good job, AI. Thank you. Let's see. Where did it come from? 1930s. Let's see. Interwar Europe within the term. I thought it was a Weimar, Germany. 1930s. Okay, so it was Germany. It was Germany in the 1930s. Anyway, it was just the anti-fascist group, but they were not exactly what I would call great people. You know what I mean? They were pushing for literally communism. I don't know the full history of Antifa, so I'll have to really do a deep dive on it. But they were not pro-American, pro-capitalist, pro-freedom people. They were just anti-fascism, which isn't even different, hardly at all, from communism. And that's the sad thing about it. And then they bring that garbage ideology over here, and they're like, well, we're just anti-fascist. Okay, that's great, but you're also a lot more than anti-fascist. You're also anti-American. You're also anti-capitalism. You're also anti-anything that America actually stood for. You know, I would be siding with the World War II soldiers. These people would be siding with the people who, essentially lost to the big bad guy of World War II in Germany. Think about the people of Germany in the 1930s. The same people who started World War I are technically the anti-fascists. I mean, it wasn't the big bad guys from World War II that started World War I can tell you that. And then after that party lost, that's when fascism came in. Because they were desperate. Which, is just the same side of, the other side of the coin to communism. Germany really needs to never, ever, ever hold power again. Look at what they're doing to Europe right now that Germany's in power mainly again. They're militarizing Europe, and all that. Germany's like the main focal point of the European Union. And, is it going well? No. It sucks. It's just like Germany just cannot help themselves. It's wild. They're like, oh, we should take over everything and, we should, rules with iron fists. You know what I mean? That's more Norwegian than anything. Whatever. Anyway, that's just how Germany is, it seems. Oh, well. They just need to kind of always have probably a little bit of a boot on them. Maybe they shouldn't be allowed to have a government. I don't know. It's kind of funny how that country works, Germany has made a lot of amazing progress. They have done a lot of amazing things for the world. Just ruling just isn't their strong suit. You know what I mean? They're kind of the opposite of France. France just surrenders to everything. Germany wants to take over everything. Maybe we should just have, the UK and the United States here just probably be the guys up in charge. And Germany needs to just kind of back off, in my opinion. But, I mean, it's not like Germany's the only country. Don't get me wrong. And like I said, Germany gets a lot of credit for a lot of other things. They just probably shouldn't be in charge of running other countries. Know what I'm saying? Let alone hardly themselves. But that's just my opinion there. And it seems the ADL has taken a lot of opinions from these areas, from the European Union, from other authoritarian people in general. I think the ADL just needs to be disbanded. What do you guys think? Let me know down in the comment section below. Please like, subscribe, and share. Go down into my Discord and join there. Link in the description below, and I'll see you guys here in the next one. Oh, and if you guys could, I'm genuinely wanting to... I forgot to mention this in my last video. If you could do this, just pick your favorite video of mine. Probably one that's more recent. Maybe the last video. Maybe even this video. Up to you. And show your friends this video. I got a little bit of an experiment I want to see, and I want to see how far out my video can actually get only by word of mouth. So thank you all again. We'll see what happens, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.